Hello, and welcome to another edition of Creative Crafting with John G. Today we are going to fuse plastic bags. And so what you're going to need is plastic shopping bags, an iron and an ironing board, wax paper, scissors, your imagination, imperfections, and maybe a needle and thread. So I have my shopping bag here, and so the first step is to cut off the handles and the bottom. I have my shopping bag, and as you can see, mine is a little crinkled. It's not fresh, but that's okay. And what you want to do is you want to remove this bottom fused seam and the handles. So I just take my scissors and kind of cut that seam off. You know, there's no need to be straight. And then this will open the bag up. And once you have that, you can fold it this way and see where you want to remove the handles. So kind of trim those off. What you're left with is your plastic shopping bag. And when you fuse, you want to fold this into thirds. If you need a large piece of the fused material, you can stack 3 bags. In this case, I don't think I'm going to need that. And so what I'm going to do is fold it into thirds. Think lengthwise so I can hide those cut edges like so. And now you want to sandwich this in between 2 pieces of wax paper, and you want the waxy side up on the bottom and then the waxy side down on the top, and that will help keep it not sticking to your plastic bag. I have sandwiched my plastic bag between the 2 pieces of wax paper. According to the knowledge on the internet, the waxy side of wax paper is the dull side. If it smokes, we will know that I have chosen poorly. So I've set my iron to medium. You kind of want to play around with it a bit. You might need a sacrificial example to begin with. What'll happen is that the plastic will shrink or form wrinkles if it's too hot, if it bubbles, and you want to continuously move back and forth for about 30 seconds or so to see how it's doing. So let's begin. And now what I'm going to do is take a peek. I think we chose correctly on the wax, and see how it's fusing. I'm going to shut that, and then I'm going to flip it. I'm going to try to do it on the other side. This will be warm, so watch out. I'm going to check it again. And you can see that it's not really fused. You can see kind of how it opens up there. So I'm going to shut it, and I'm going to turn the temperature up just a little bit, and I'm going to let that warm up, and I'd rather err on the side of caution. Remember, when you're dealing with hot objects, so safety first, be careful, be cautious. So once this is done and you say this is too thin, what you can do is make another one just like it, and then put those 2 together to fuse it to make your material thicker. I'm going to go ahead and check again. And not quite there yet. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it up a bit more and continue until it's done, and then I will show you what it looks like. I went ahead and folded it up into thirds this way and put it back under the iron, and that took care of some of the holes and the bubbles, and it made it really kind of thick, durable material. Now you can run this under your sewing machine. There's tons and tons of uses on the internet. What I was thinking about doing was I'm gonna make a little pouch. So I'm gonna sew up the edges, and then we'll turn it inside out so with this kind of cool texture and the color, and it'll be a little bag. I folded it in half like this, and I'm gonna use this colored thread I have so that you can kind of see what I'm doing better. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start kind of in a little bit and just kind of push through, and then when I get here, I'll go ahead and cure it and make a little knot. And you can see that I am really great at knots at the moment. There we go. And then you'll just do a quick in and out up the side of it. So I'm going to move over here. Nothing too complicated. Like I said, you could use a sewing machine. Now I'm just going to go through this one and make a couple knots, and then I'll trim my thread and we can do the other side, and we'll flip it inside out. So I'm going to try it, and if it doesn't work and falls apart, it's a valiant effort. This is a very nice and functional bag. Other things we could do is, I bet we could actually fuse more plastic to the sides if we wanted to. Maybe put some cardboard in here to keep some structural integrity. But that would be something we could do. It's probably a lot. The colors on the inside, people layer because when it melts, it does get a bit transparent. So sometimes people cut up other bags of different colors and put them in there to make it really kind of interesting looking. And there's all sorts of things you can do. I've seen a sunglass case. People make coin purses. It's kind of limitless on what you can do when you think about it. Probably don't even need to sew if you don't want to. Duct tape is always a solution. I hope that you still try it. I hope that you guys get to experience something new. And I will see you next time on Creative Crafting. I tried to draw a shopping bag, but that could be a bunny. I'll leave that for you to decide.
Before you and me go to bed.
Before you and me? I'm going to bed too? I do got work tomorrow.